Welcome back to the 2-Minute Tips. I am Dr. Shirlene Reeves. I got an email from one of my clients, and she thought I should say to you, can you continue to live in major frustration and fear? That's where I was. Do you feel like the communication with your partner has dissolved into misunderstanding and blame? Wow, that's a really good comment for her to give me so that I can talk to you about this. The blame game never works. You've been told that before. It only gets you in deeper. And I have a client recently who's been extremely frustrated with trying to communicate with her husband. I understand her frustration. It's really upsetting because anytime she tries to broach a subject, he shuts her down. She can't communicate with him at all. And worse yet, his family, his parents, have sided with him, and they don't communicate with their daughter-in-law either. Well, there's one little human being that is being affected by all of this, and that is their son. He's young and he doesn't get to see his grandparents because the parents are at war with the grandparents. So I told her, reach out to them. If you want to shift the whole situation, reach out to them and let them know that you are more than willing to let them have their grandson for 4 or 5 days. It's up to them. It's very important that grandchildren see their grandparents. Just because you may have a problem with those people doesn't mean that you should hurt the grandchild by withholding them from their grandparents. Their grandparents can often help you a great deal. But when you have these ideas in your mind that you should withhold the grandchild, it only makes for enemies with your in-laws. It also makes it extremely difficult for the parent who is dealing with their parents because they're put in the middle. They can't handle it. It's like being in the great squeeze between your spouse and your parents. It's no good, people. Don't be unkind. Let people have their grandchildren if they want to have them, because a grandparent is so important to a grandchild. Those are some of the longest running memories in their mind. Even for me, I try to tell my grandchildren stories when they go to bed, and I play with them, and I take them places for yogurt and things like that. And those are the things that they remember most in their lives in the future as they get older. Yes, there's a million other things that they do, but they don't remember that as much as they do that connection with their grandparents. And remember, your parents aren't going to be around forever. And what happens when they're gone? Well, let me tell you, it leaves a big hole in your life. Keep in mind that you may not get along with your parents, and you may think that you know best, but you can think with your heart instead of your head and make a difference in their lives and your own as well.